So for the front squat warm-up, we're gonna start off with some inchworm push-ups. So you're gonna take your hands down towards your feet. If you can't keep your legs straight, that's okay. Just reach a little bit further away. We're gonna tuck ourselves up into a cobra, down into a downward dog, and then you're gonna walk your hands back to your feet. Now it's up to you. You can keep your feet stacked underneath your shoulders. You can put them underneath your hips. You can take them out slightly wider. Just do what feels appropriate for you. And again, you have the choice to do between 3 to 5 reps, depending on how you're feeling. After your last rep, you're gonna stick your bum in the air, and we're gonna drive our heels down to the floor. So again, for our squatting, we need a little bit of ankle range. So we're gonna stretch out our calves. Once you've passed through about 20 to 30 calf pumps, then you're gonna take one of your feet to the outside of your hand, and you're gonna sink down into a Spider-Man stretch. So for this stretch, we can either stay in a stacked position like I am now, you can put your hand on your knee, or you can drive the elbow down to the floor. Whichever one feels best for you or for the day is the one that you'll stick with for 10 seconds. Then we're gonna go elbow down and reach and extend up. So now we're gonna go through 5 rotations here. So we're opening up the hips. We're also getting some rotation of our thoracic in here as well. And you're gonna do exactly the same thing on the other side. So again, stretching out that hip. If you again wanna push the knee out, you can, or sink your elbow down to the floor, or just stay both hands on the floor as well. After your 10-second hold, take yourself through 5 of our rotations. There's no need to rush through this. Reaching a little bit further each time if you can. After you've completed your 5, you're gonna take yourself back to your push-up plank, put your feet into your squat stance, walk your hands all the way back to your feet, grab a hold of the toes, and you're gonna pull yourself down to the bottom of a nice deep squat. So bum down, arms on the inside of the knees, driving them out. You can also think to drive your chest up. And we're gonna go through 3 to 5 of these, spending a little bit of time down the bottom, spending a little bit of time at the top, stretching out our hips and our hamstrings, getting a little bit more ankle range work when we're in the bottom of the squat. After I've completed my 5 reps there, I'm gonna take myself into 3 different variations of a air squat. So I'm gonna take my feet out nice and wide for the first one. So we're going a sumo stance squat, trying to sit down, drive the knees out, holding for 1 second at the bottom. So for some of us, this is gonna feel comfortable. For some of us, not so comfortable, it just depends on your range. So 3 to 5 reps there. Then we're gonna go to a slightly different movement where you're gonna bring your feet underneath the hips, toes facing forward or a little bit more narrow, Knees are gonna drive forward and we're gonna come down. Now, if you don't have as much ankle range as me, that's not a problem. Just go as far as you can get to, even if it means just here, okay? Once you've done that, feet in your regular squatting stance, and we're gonna go through 5 paused front squats, air squats. After your air squats, you're gonna grab a hold of a barbell. With the barbell, if you are someone who needs to open up your front rack a little bit, get the bar on your back, grab a hold of your hook grip, and drive the elbows through. So keeping that hook grip on, elbows nice and high. From there, feet in the squat stance. You're gonna keep your elbows behind the bar for this series, but going through some Kang squats. So we go through a good morning, into a squat, back into a good morning, and then we stand. After your Kang squats, you're gonna actually keep the bar on the back, keep a hold of that hook grip, drive your elbows up, tummy nice and tight, and 5 back squats, trying to emulate a front squat. Now, if you don't have this range, that's okay. Feel free to just bring the bar to the front. From there, taking yourself into some front squats, taking that tempo out, bracing and getting to the bottom, between 5 to 10 reps here. Whew. Now, should be able to take the bar, pop it in the rack, add some load, and get warm for your sets.